EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Straight ahead, a clash to decide the AFC's representative in the Super Bowl. And it should be a great one, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Las Vegas Raiders.
And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Now, they tried to give this home crowd something to cheer about early, but it failed. I don't know. Maybe you try that on the road to get some momentum. What about here at home?
Would agree with you totally on that. I think at home, you don't ever want to put your fans in a position where they're questioning what you're doing. And right now, they have to be in the stand saying, why would we even do that? We're already behind you. You don't need us anymore. And this one, boy, an unsuccessful attempt, that could really change the momentum of this game in a hurry.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And a loose football.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, he's good.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. First and 10. Here's Richardson with it. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards the pickup there. The Colts have a first down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. Got a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On first down, Richardson.
And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24.
Tyree Wilson using that athletic ability to make the play.
And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That's complete to Pierce.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, here's Taylor.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown.
Jonathan Taylor.
A 13-yard touchdown run.
And the Colts are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs.
And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
To his throw, taken in by Adams.
He's got this almost to the 40 before going out.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Okay, so now the question, how did he get that wide open?
Well, we both know that he shouldn't, because from the time they handed out scouting reports before this game, he was circled, starred, everything. Find him, cover him. But sometimes you can scheme a guy open. You put the receivers in a bunch. Maybe you move some motion. Maybe you put them on the backside of a formation, and all of a sudden you've got a better matchup. Every now and then, the offensive guys, they figure a way to get him open, even with everyone keeping eyes on him.
And that's certainly a guy they want to keep trying to scheme open.
Here's 2nd and 10.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Tally that is catch number 1 for him in this AFC Championship. It's a first down. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. And they weren't in zone coverage, they were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team.
The big fella!
It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Here's Jacobs.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs
taking it in from 7 yards away.
And the Raiders are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Boy, tie game, first quarter, but still they're going to go with the onside kick. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game. And maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage. And they tried. They just didn't get it done.
Richardson to the air on 1st down.
Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
First and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Throw left side, taken in by Pittman.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
7-7, our score after 1.
7-7.
Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Richardson going to change the play here.
Richardson now on first down, eluding the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Second and 10, back to the air with Richardson.
This is caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Third and 2. Now they'll audible to something else. On third down, it's Richardson.
Flush to his right. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Anthony Richardson
taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up first and 10.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Well, the first play in the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Here's Jacobs from the gun.
And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. Call it an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be third down.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
Third down and 6.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10.
And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Second and a couple.
20 TX.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on third down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. It's a gain of 3, and it gets him the first. Well, they gave themselves options there on the third down play, and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning.
Tackle there by Nick Cross. Now a 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And that's complete to Adams. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 25-yard line. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tagovailoa to throw on 2nd down here. And his throw here's incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Tua going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
4th down, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson. This from 42 yards out. The kick by Carlson is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Let's go now.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Right there.
1st and 10, it's Richardson.
The throw out wide going to be incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Off play action, Richardson.
That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
On 3rd down, here's Richardson. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
That could be the stop This defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. Tua, a final shot before half. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. On the ground, Jacobs will get the third quarter started. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Tua wants to throw it on second down. He finds his man complete. That's Jacobs. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you could use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 27. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Now Tua. Steps away to his left. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
He goes right back to Adams. That's complete. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
Back to the running game with Jacobs. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on 1st down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Carlson is good, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. On 2nd down, it's Richardson to throw it. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's Richardson to throw. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And the stiff arm made it a pretty little run. Not a huge gain, but a nice chunk of yardage.
Receivers love having the reputation of being go-to guys on 3rd down. And he was fighting like he really wanted to have that reputation, didn't he? I mean, he came very close to making that a 1st down.
Broke the 1 tackle, but couldn't spring himself free. Going for it on 4th. Here's Richardson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Come on. 18 Cardinal. 20 Lions. Hurt. Dragon 60.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
19 Lions. 3.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the 1st half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Now it's Richardson. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
So illegal touching, not one you see often. It's going to wipe away a first down.
Very simply, if you're a receiver, you can't set foot out of bounds and then be the first to catch the football. Side judge, right there on the play, made the call.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
Richardson looking to throw. He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
So the 4th down conversion has him inside the 40 now, 1st and 10. Richardson working from the gun. He'll let one go deep for downs.
And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
18 rattle. Check smash.
Back to the air with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
Second catch of this AFC title game, but he's got a first down.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the 4th quarter.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Richardson to throw off play action.
And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line.
Tyree Wilson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
2nd down, here's Richardson.
On the right side, open is Gesicki. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Richardson. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Richardson back to throw it.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that, with a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the...
And got his man complete.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
And even 70 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
On the handoff, this is Jacobs. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Tua trying to run for it with Jacobs.
They didn't need a big play there. They just needed a conversion, but I'm really downplaying it, aren't I? Getting a conversion, picking up a first down, not easy in any aspect. How about that one right there?
Yeah, with the dive, knew where the line to gain was, went soaring past it.
Yeah, that's doing it by any means necessary.
Here's 1st and goal. Here's Tua. Jacobs. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
Obviously, the thought process is to score a touchdown there on 1st and goal, but that loss, that's not critical. Holding on to the football is. Make sure they come away with no less than a field goal in the lead. That's uppermost in their minds.
Now Tua. Now a give to Jacobs running right. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
Well, they would have loved to have scored a touchdown there, but this still sets them up for a game-winning field goal attempt.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Throwing Tua. They'll run with Jacobs.
And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11.
Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So a big one coming now for Daniel Carlson. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Carlson able to put this one through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Richardson. That's into the hands of Gesicki.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Now second down and a few inches. Now Richardson.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the defense helping him out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
This offense cannot stop the clock now. No timeouts remaining as they come up here first down. Running left, Taylor.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
Here's second down. They run once more with Taylor.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
One last shot for Richardson.
Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The Raiders, they are Super Bowl bound. Thanks for watching, and good night.
And that does it for the conference championship.